Jai Shri Krishna. So today is Saturday, right? And moon is in Satabhisha Nakshatra, Rahu Nakshatra. I know there was a lot of misconception about Rahu's Mula Trikona Nakshatra as Satabhisha, which is not. It is in Libra in Swati Nakshatra, which I've clarified it as well because today moon is in Satabhisha Nakshatra. All right. So today we are going to be, because it's a Saturday, there is a lot of Rahu and Saturn energy always clashing on a Saturday. Plus, it is Satabhisha Nakshatra, Rahu Nakshatra. And it is in Saturn's Rashi, right? Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn, where Rahu has that mirror energy, right? All right. So I'm going to be talking today about Saturn's position versus aspects. Okay, many of you have already shared a lot of information, great feedback. Thank you. With all the stuff I mentioned about Saturn, etc. But this is a little bit more, and this will also give you some additional insights about, when you're praying to Saturn, when you go to a temple, Navagraha, right? When you pray to Saturn, the way how you do, etc. Okay, all right. First of all, Saturn is 100% malefic, needs dignification. Jupiter is the only planet which can dignify Saturn because of the distance from each other, right? And also the size, okay? The size and the distance. And the Jupiter is 100% benefic. So Saturn is 100% malefic. So that number also works. Natural 9th house, Dharma house, natural Sagittarius Jupiter, natural 10th house, Karma house, Saturn and Capricorn, and 100% malefic. Okay. Saturn is all about individual karma. Okay, so wherever Saturn is placed in your chart, right, that is regardless of your ascendant, that is your individual karma. Your karma, you own it from all the past birth. Don't blame it on anybody. Rahu Ketu you can blame because Rahu Ketu is invisible karma. Father side. Rahu Ketu mother side. And it's invisible. Saturn is your karma, your package. Okay? And that is one. Okay? Second, watch my videos on Navagraha lineage. Okay? From Lord Brahma. And you will understand that. Why Saturn is 100% malefic. The farther it goes from Brahma. Okay? That is the actual thing. From our science perspective, we see it as light. Uttara Kalamitra Kalidasa, right? Maharishi Kalidasa gives beautifully Saturn as 1 point in Graha Kala Parimana, the lowest, very close to zero. Okay, so understand that. Saturn position, right? Saturn position always is more difficult than Saturn aspect. Don't worry much about Saturn aspect. Wherever Saturn sits, that's the position itself is the problem. Aspect is only secondary. Okay, secondary. The position where he sits, that's the most difficult area you're going to face. Okay, because understand Saturn from darkness, absence of light. That is what Saturn is. Okay, the color associated is with Saturn is black, darkness, not blue. Blue is infinity, Rahu. Okay, even though there is the shloka, right, which comes with blue, but I will share that later because Saturn himself got the poison of Rahu, right, as Adisesha poison. That is why the blue comes for Saturn. Okay, Saturn nakshatras are very blessed, unlike Saturn. Okay, Pushya, Uttara Bhadrapada and Anuradha, they're very blessed. So here today I'm going to share a little bit about Saturn's story. Okay, this will understand few important elements for, this is very important. Number one, birth story. He is born to Surya, sun, and Chaya Devi, who is the clone in a way of Saranya. Okay, not the wife, the clone, right? And after birth, he was so dark and dull, right? And in a way, ugly as per Surya. Because Surya comes with light and radiance. Because the mother is a clone here. The mother is not the actual wife of Surya, Saranya, right? It's a clone. So naturally, right, he was so angry that he was sent to Patalaloka, right? And his son doesn't want to see him. So that starts the Sun and Saturn enmity straight away, right? Sun considers Saturn enemy, Saturn considers Sun enemy, father, son here. So in your chart, if you have Saturn, Sun conjunct, Saturn, Sun aspecting each other, Saturn sitting in Leo, right? Saturn in Libra, Sun in Aries, all these combinations will affect the father karaka for you. Okay, watch out. If it is in your chart, it will affect your father. If it is in your child's chart, it will affect you. So think of it that way. Sun, Saturn, there are very little good things. Mostly it's difficult. Okay, all right. Sun, Saturn, in a way, it's a father karma directly, even though it's an individual karma. Saturn. Saturn in Leo is bad. My heart goes out to people all born in that 1978, 79 year. Saturn having in Leo, Rahu also in Leo, right? So, yeah, my heart goes out for those people. All right. Okay, now story one, okay, is about the birth story. Story two, okay. So when the Daksha story finishes, Dakshayani dies. Dakshayani is reborn as Himavati, okay, to Mount Himavat's daughter, right? And Himavati is in a way Parvati here, okay? And the wedding happens and Saturn is not called deliberately. But Narada goes and tells him that you are not invited, and Saturn goes and sees from outside that Drishti falls on Brahma and Shiva. Brahma does the wedding for Shiva and Himavati here, Lord Shiva and Himavati. The Drishti falls on both Shiva as well as Brahma. Okay, Saturn's Drishti aspect. So then what happens in the whole case is things happen so havoc that Brahma's fifth head is cut. Okay, the ego triggers. All right, the ego triggers. So the fifth head is cut. Shiva gets, the fifth head gets attached to Shiva's hand. Brahma Gati Dosha happens. Okay, all that is a big story. Now, I'm not going to bring about Ravana's story also, but I'll add that if you want. Ravana's story, how, again with Narada, Ravana, right, captured all the 9 grahas, put Moon and Lagna together, he told them, and put all the other planets in the 11th. Of course, Rahu, Ketu, one of them will be in the 5th, Moon and Lagna same. Saturn took his so-called body sweat and everything, created an image, and that was the Mandi or Gulika, which comes in the 12th house. So clearly you can see how Saturn's energy is negative. All right, okay. Next is Brahma lost his 5th head, okay, because of the ego. Shiva got Brahmakati dosha, for which Annapurni Lakshmi had to help. Okay, so this is one story. Next story, the deities which actually countered Saturn energy. Okay, there are only few deities who have countered Saturn energy. Hanuman. Hanuman, when Saturn went to catch him, he went into the water, okay, and started hitting him in the ground, hitting himself into the ground in the water. And who was there with him? Saturn. So Saturn got hurt in that process. So when he came out, Hanuman gave him sesame oil. Said, this is a very good thing. Put it on your thing. It'll help you. So naturally, the sesame oil is always a remedy for Saturn. Yeah, but Saturn gets scared because of Hanuman's aggressive energy here. Next is Ganapati, Lord Ganesh. Whenever he said, see, today I am doing this thing, you come tomorrow. And the next day he said, I already told you yesterday to come tomorrow. So he kept on doing coming tomorrow. Eventually the time went away. So Ganapati is by Buddhi. Third is Vishnu. Saturn, in a way, you see, Saturn went to catch Vishnu. And I've already said this, the poison went from Adisesha, right? When Vishnu was in Tirupati. That was the time he was there, and Narada told he's there. And that poison comes from the Adisesha. That is why he gets the blue color. All right, so this is the story. So 3 deities who have literally countered Saturn energy. Okay, all right. Now Jupiter, even though I have already said in other videos that how Saturn went and prayed to Vishnu to get all the boons, etc. Right, Saturday, that is why Vishnu and Saturday is connected. Jupiter is the best planet, all right, which can dignify Saturn. Imagine, remember this. Imagine no other planet can do that. Okay, the best placement from Lagna is friendly Rashis. Friendly Rashi is 11th, 6th, 3rd, 10th is mixed. Okay, just remember that. From a Lagna perspective, team A versus team B, right? The team A ascendant, Saturn needs dignification by Jupiter and friendly Rashi placement. Okay, good position from Lagna and friendly Rashis, then only he will do something good for Karaka perspective. For team B also, it's pretty much the same. Saturn needs dignification by Jupiter, good placement from Lagna and in friendly benefic Rashis. That is the most important. Now for team A versus team B, where the difference is in the Karakattvas, in the Adhipatyas, my mistake. Adhipatyas. The Karakattvas more or less is the same. It's not going to be big different. It's Saturn dignification. Karakattvas, always remember, you will get it in the transit. Adhipatyas, you will get it in the so-called Mahadasa, Antardasa. This is the difference. Okay. So again, if you see Saturn Adhipatyas, right, team A ascendant is malefic and very bad from the houses it owns typically. Okay. Team B ascendant, Saturn is malefic, but the Adhipatyas are good. So because of the Adhipatyas only, team B will get good results. Now you have to see the houses Saturn owns and how is Saturn placed, who is looking at that house, all those things will come. All right, transits from the moon. Okay, Saturn is best 11th, followed by 6th, followed by 3rd. With 11th is the best, and I have already published a video. You have to check the Veda, the Rashi dignification, Ashtaka Varga score. There are so many things. Okay, all that glitters is not gold. Okay, Saturn transit on Janma Nakshatra approximately 14 months will be the most difficult. Ask all people with moon in Uttara Bhadrapada, they will be crying till few months ago. Ask all people with moon in Revati Nakshatra now, because that is where the transit Saturn is. Okay, Saturn Ashtama, 8th from the natal moon. Ask all moon in Pura Falguni people, they will tell you how difficult it was. Ask all people with moon in Magha Nakshatra birth, they will tell you that. So approximately 14 months difficult. Okay. Next, Saturn Adrashtama Sani from Janma Nakshatra, 4th from the natal moon. Why? Because the 10th aspect in transit will come on the moon. So that is also challenging, less challenging. Saturn on Janma Nakshatra, most challenging. Ashtama Shani 2nd, Ardhashtama Shani 3rd. Okay, all right. Saturn Mahadasa, one of the highest after Venus, 19 years. Okay, team A ascendant, typically Saturn Mahadasa will be difficult to moderate. That's it. But based on all the above things I mentioned, team B ascendant, moderate to little good. Based on the above things what I mentioned, the Adhipatyas, Karakas, etc. Always remember, Saturn Adhipatya separate, Karaka separate, individual karma is one piece, which is separate. Okay. Now, Saturn is a yoga Karaka for team B ascendant, Libra and Taurus. So he can give you some good results through his Adhipatyas, which he owns. Taurus 9th and 10th, and Libra ascendant 4th and 5th. But you have to see from Saturn placement, that is different. Okay, Saturn placement, that is totally different. Saturn has to be dignified. Okay, remedies, right? Remedies. I've given some stories already, so that itself is the remedies. Lord Vishnu, Ganapati, Krishna also comes, Hanuman comes. Krishna comes because in Mahabharat, he was able to cover the sun like an eclipse, right? To kill Jayadratha, because he went and attacked sun, right? In a way, Saturn is always very careful with him. Of course, Krishna himself is the Roop or avatar of Vishnu, right? But regardless, right? Regardless. And Krishna itself is a Taurus ascendant in a way. So Saturn is a very benefic planet for him. But with Lord Krishna, Saturn has got a special corner, soft corner in a way. Okay. Because of the so-called the eclipse thing, the artificial, not eclipse really, sorry, the artificial covering of the sun, right? Sunset for Jayadratha to be killed, you know, so he had to play that. So anybody who goes after the sun, right, in a way, Saturn will be watching out to say that, yeah, you are very powerful and I need to be in your side. I know there are a couple of apps, websites who is Vedic Astrology gives wrong information, saying the first remedy mantra is Surya mantra. Surya mantra is not a remedy for Saturn. Please note that. I'm not going to call out which website, etc. it is, but Surya mantra is not a remedy. Okay? Yeah. Sun and Saturn both are inimical to each other. Okay. Listen, chant Vishnu Sahasranama daily, if not Saturday. Saturn is about your karma. Poor people, right? Handicapped people, all is influenced by Saturn. And poor, handicapped, Satabhisha Nakshatra influence is also there. It is always a very good chance that when moon is transiting in Satabhisha Nakshatra, you will get a chance to meet a lot of handicapped people. Okay? Watch out. You will get a chance to meet a lot of handicapped people when moon is in Satabhisha. You will suddenly see that, right? Handicapped can be with any of the body parts. Old age, where a person is not able to stand or walk, right? Collapses, faints, all those things are there, okay? Watch out. Donate sesame oil, right, on a Saturday to a temple or anything like a prasad of a sesame rice. I explained why sesame oil comes with Hanuman. Okay, mantra Om Shanisharaya Namaha, any Shani Gayatri mantra, right? Nilajana Samabhasam Raviputram Yamakrajam Chaya Matanda Sambudam Tam Namami Shanishwaram. That you can say, or Kagat Vachaya Vitmake Katkahastaya Dimaki Dhanno Manda Prachodayad. You can say anything with Vishnu mantra, okay? The biggest learning is, regardless you are team A, team B ascendant, if you're undergoing Saturn Mahadasa, it is your individual karma. It is your individual karma. Okay, one. Now, even if it is a yoga karaka, it will give you good results with Adipatya, but you are burning out an individual karma. You are burning a lot of karma in this birth if you are undergoing Saturn Mahadasa. Like I said, Rahu, father side, Ketu, mother side, Saturn, your karma, your own baggage, your excess baggage from all your previous births. Okay? So remember that. It is really good. Ask all the people who were born in around 1981 or so, Jupiter Saturn will be conjunct in Virgo. Think about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, right? Born in around 1981. He's got Jupiter Saturn conjunct in Virgo. That's a good position. Definitely it's a good position. You have to see what is the Lagna. You'll have to see definitely the Lagna, right? So, yeah, okay. Next is, so I gave all the remedies. Anything with Hanuman Chalisa is good. Hanuman Chalisa is also very good. Ganapati Shlokas is also excellent. Yeah, okay. The biggest learning is when you're going to a temple or you see any planet, right? You're playing to Navagrahas, everything. When it comes to planets which are malefic, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, Sun also, you don't go pray to the straight. You don't go straight. If this is the planet, you always pray from the side, an angle. You don't want that planet drishti aspect. Okay, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Sun, Mars. You don't want that. So if the planet is like this, you always pray from the side, this side or this side. You don't want to pray from opposite. This is the learning regardless of you are a team A or a team B ascendant. These planets are all called side worship planets. You don't see them straight. Okay, you don't want that drishti to fall on you. All right, I hope this video was helpful. Yeah, please share your comments in the comment section. Kindly pass it to your friends and family if you feel this video is relevant and applicable. Press the like button if you like the video, of course, and press the notification bell button for the subscription as well. Jai Shri Krishna. I will see you guys soon in another video. Om Varunaya Namaha. Today is Saturday, Satabhisha Nakshatra. Varuna is a very important person, deity as well in Rig Veda. Om Varunaya Namaha, Om Rahave Namaha, Om Shanishwaraya Namaha, Om Lakshmi Namaha, Om Vishnuve Namaha.